everyone, welcome to 7 Days to Die here on PlayStation 4. I am going to bring you guys a survival guide. Wow, that's loud. Hold on. Chris. Done. Verify your name is yes. I'm going in, people. For those of you that don't know me, I've played a couple hundred episodes of 7 Days to Die on PC. Been playing it a lot all through the different variations of alphas that they've got, and looking forward to the next one. But it came out on console, so I thought I would put together a little survival guide for you guys to help you if you're new to the game, because it can be very difficult your first couple of times in. There's some things that you can do to better your chances of survival. One of them is, first couple of days, try not to engage zombies, okay? I know you want to go in and attack. If you're going to attack, do a ranged attack with a bow. Try not. Okay, here we go, we're in. Try not to do any kind of melee stuff. All right, dear friend, yep. All right, continue this. All right. Basic survivals, your active quest. All right, so what you want to do, obviously, is go ahead and do the Whoa, we're on a lake. You want to do the active quest. So here's my first suggestion. You can see it's telling you how much stuff to gather. All right? You want to just keep gathering. You want to gather wood, stone, plant fiber, and feathers. Okay? A lot of them. A lot of all that stuff, because it's going to come into play at night when you don't have anything to do except hide, cower in a corner of a little cottage that you build, and here's some stone. Wow, I'm going to have to get used to the controller. You guys are going to have to pardon my movements because I'm used to playing this game on mouse and keyboard. And I've gotten kind of adapt to really whipping around. So I may have to slow my controls down a little bit here. Irregardless, you can see what I'm doing. I'm just collecting a bunch of plant fibers right now. All right, so it wants us to gather wood, a small stone, and craft an axe. Kind of the key thing here is getting your axes going. And when you first craft stuff, it's going to be of garbage quality. That's the thing. You know, this game, wow, little stutter. This game is about looting, fighting zombies, and increasing your skill level on all your stuff to actually be more efficient on whatever it is that you want to do. Whether it's building, whether it's making weapons, stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and get some wood here. So we got enough wood. What I suggest is don't keep punching it. Go ahead and craft yourself the stone axe, which is what they're looking for right here. So craft this up. All right. Again, a little bit different for me. Quick move is R3. All right, we've got ourselves an axe. Now, it's going to go right into your next quest. These quests are designed to teach you how to play the game. You know, it's like, okay, I need to collect stuff, I need to craft stuff, I need to do this, that, and the other thing. All right, so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm continuing to collect stuff. But what I want to do is I want to get more stone. Obviously, stone, you don't really want to have to punch stone. I'm not 100% sure if you can punch stone. You have to pick up the stones off the ground to initially build your first stone and the axe. And this axe is a pick and an axe. Axe. It acts as an axe. So once you get it, go ahead and make sure go ahead and chew most of it up, getting some more stone, because you're going to be making a ton of these things. You can see it's brown, level 1. The thing about the colors and the number on there, that's the rank of the actual tool. Okay, and as you either make more of them or do more with the tool, it's going to not only go up in number, but once it achieves 100 of that level, then it'll go to the next color. So it goes brown, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Purple being the almighty king of all kings, the delicious tools that you really want to get to. So, and it'll go up to 100, 200, 300, 400 as far as the number goes. The number kind of will judge whether something that you loot is maybe they're both yellow. you have something in yellow, and then you loot something that's yellow. And it'll let you know that, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to craft 2 of these things right now, all right? Now, it wants us to collect plant fibers to make a shirt, a hood, shoes, and gloves. So we're actually there. So we need to make gloves. Craft that. A hood. Craft that. Pants. Craft that. Shirt. And finally, shoes. All right. Once that's on, we should be able to come over here, select it, and push wear. So I'm actually hitting triangle and then up on the D-pad to wear it. We'll grab this, hotkey that. Triangle up. And finally, our shoes. We got our shoes and our shirt. All right. So we got our shirt, wear, and our shoes. And this will get us to our next quest. Now the quests are pretty cool. And the quests are actually just... You notice I'm not really looking around right now. I'm listening for zombies. I don't know if they give you a break at the beginning and not send zombies your way. If you move around too much, you will definitely find some zombies. Alright, it wants us to gather wood and make a wooden club. What you want to look for while you're looking around and doing all this stuff is you want to look for roads, or you want to look for a house so you can call your home, because it's kind of important. I'm going, a little bit crazy on the collecting of materials, because that's the main thing here. We want to collect a ton of materials. I see a rabbit off in the distance. That's a good sign. Now, if you find yourself lucky and unlucky enough to be in a desert type environment. This isn't a pure desert, but it is desert. You can see cactus. Go ahead and gather the cactus and the yucca. I'm gonna show you here what we just got from that. We got plant fibers from that and yucca fruit. Yucca fruit is actually food, and then yucca plant you can actually make into a drink for hydration. So early on, food and hydration are really important. Go ahead and get yourself some cactus and some of the yucca. And what you're going to need, though, to make the yucca is empty bottles. So if you start with the 1 bottle of water. Once you drink that, you can utilize that, and you look for trash piles. Loot everything you see. It's very important. All right, let's look and see what we got. So far we've got 8 yucca fruit, and if we select that, you can see it gives us +3 on fullness and +10 on stamina. Not a lot of fullness, but it's enough to tide you over until you can find other things, okay? So keep an eye on the clock. It's 10:26. You want to make sure that you're working toward finding a location for the night, all right? So let's go ahead and make our next thing. It wants us to make a wood club, so we can go up here to the basics, and there's our wooden club. All right, we'll craft that up. Now, just make it to get it off. Try not to engage in melee for a couple of days, all right? We're gonna make a bow next, all right? We're gonna make some arrows and a bow. And if you need to engage a zombie, go ahead and use your bow. Do not go up there and try and battle them. What you're gonna find is if they hit you, and they will hit you, they're gonna stun you. And when they stun you, you can't get away. And then they'll just start pummeling you to the face, and before you know it, you will be dead. Now, here's the thing. If you lay down a bed and you die, it's not the end of the world, all right? You're gonna know where you're gonna respawn, right? You want to collect a lot of feathers too. You're gonna know where you respawn. You go back and get your stuff, okay? But here's the deal. You see in the bottom left corner there, the stamina and the health? When you die, you actually lose a percentage of your stamina and your health. So that's something you're going to want to watch out for, because before you know it, if you die a couple times, you're going to be so low on stamina and so low on health that you're not going to be able to actually take any hits. All right, let's go ahead and craft the next thing that they want. They want us to craft 2 arrows, all right? Now, here's the thing with arrows. The more arrows you craft, the better your next item is going to be. So if I craft 1 arrow and 1 bow, they're probably going to both be at level 1. I'm going to go ahead and craft 10 of these bad boys. And then after that's done, I'm going to craft a bow. what it's going to do is increase your levels. As you make more items, I'm going to make more stone axes, I'm going to make more arrows, then I'll make more bows. You will see they increase. My stone axe is up to 4 already, and we only made a couple of them. I think we've only made 3. That's what you're going to be doing at night. This is my little tips for what you're going to be doing, all right? So let's put this number 2 down there. All right, we made our arrows. Now we're going to craft ourselves a bow, all right? And this bow, we're going to see what level it is. It starts with level 11. You see that? So it started at level 11 because I made 10 arrows first. Now, if I didn't make those 10 arrows and I just made the bow, it'd be level 1. So what you want to do is you need a lot of arrows anyway. Make all the arrows you can before you make your bow. No reason to make 100 bows. Make 100 arrows, then make your bow. And because they're in the same class of ranged weapons, it's going to rank up your bow by making the arrows. Same thing applies to this stone axe. One, you want the stone axe ranked anyway because you want to be able to break through things, get in and out of doors, wood, all this different stuff a lot quicker. And you want it to have better durability. So that's why we're going to be making those. And it falls under construction tools. So as you go later on, you're going to find there's other construction tools that you're going to be using and want to use. Therefore, you already have a pretty good rank on them when you're making them. So again, I'm collecting this stuff here. I don't see any actual yucca plants, just the cactus to get yucca fruit, which is food and not drink, which is a little bit unfortunate. Now, there's a deer. You could go after the deer, and you could waste almost your whole day of collecting the goods. I don't even recommend it. It takes a lot of arrows and a good shot to get those guys down. Don't even bother going after them right now. Just get your yucca fruit if you're in this area. If you're not, look for houses, search the trash, search everything you can to find food and water. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine when it comes to that. You can see I haven't eaten or drinking anything yet. I'm not 100% concerned about that yet, okay? All right, now it wants us to craft wooden frames. This is important. Wood frames, right here. All right, so it wants us to craft 3 wood frames. It's a little bit glitchy. All right, so we're going to go... what just happened? Hold on, I don't know what just happened. All right. That changes the page. Right stick changes the page, so I thought maybe I could increase this with the stick. We're going to make 3 of these guys and craft it. Now, we're going to be making a lot more of these because this is what we're going to use to protect ourselves tonight. This is exactly what we're going to use. The good thing about chopping these cactus is not only are you getting the yucca, but you're getting the plant fibers too. So it kind of is knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. Speaking of stone, we need a lot more stone. Take a look at our resources. 192 plant fiber, 800 wood, and only 47 stone. So we're going to need to fix that. We need to fix that by getting some more stone. All right. Now, I'm just going to place these here. 1. Where'd my other wood frames go? Oh, the whole thing didn't move? There. I just did a quick swap on it. I don't know why they didn't all move. All right, so this is supposed to teach you like how to build, right? So you got that. Now I want you to upgrade it. So you take out your axe and hit L2, and we're going to upgrade these once. You don't need to upgrade them twice. You can see how it starts to upgrade it twice. There it is. So just leave those alone. Now what we're going to want to do while we're doing the rest of this stuff is let's go ahead and craft. We're going to want to craft, I don't know, maybe 30 of these things. Something about there. We'll craft 30 of those while we're doing other things. Let's go get some... I probably should have made another stone axe first before I did all those, because this one's going to break in a couple of hits. Let's get this bad boy. So what I'm doing here is setting you up for the first night, all right? The first night, you're going to want to be doing things. You're not just going to want to be sitting there waiting for daylight, okay? All right, let's take a look at our food and water. 82%. We're doing fine right now. We're doing okay on food and water. I haven't really looked around for any roads or anything, kind of looking in the distance. This area here, the greener the area, the more moderate the climate. This area here is going to be a little bit hotter. It's going to run a little bit hotter for you. So if you find yourself overheating, get to a green area. That's also going to be a lot better, a green area. All right, we got 19 seconds left on this. I should have looked and made the stone axes first, okay? So this area here is going to be fine. We can make our home here for the night. And it's not really a home, it's just a little protected building that we're going to make. So we can sit in there and we're going to craft arrows, we're going to craft stone axes, and then we're going to craft a new bow once we've crafted all of our arrows, okay? So right now we're going to make a couple more of these guys. Let's make 4 of them. Craft those bad boys up. As soon as I get one, we'll start pounding on some stone. All right. Now here's the other thing. Good little tip. You see that it says 400 to 500? Keep working on that and take away all 500 of that. What it's going to do is going to give you more experience if you finish off this piece that you're doing. Same thing on a tree. If you have the time, finish the tree off. It'll give you more experience to rank up. And we'll as soon as we rank, we'll go over my recommendations of the skills you should pick. See, construction skills now level 4. So we got to get stone. We got a lot of plant fibers. We've got a fair amount of wood. Get ourselves some stone. We already made some wood frames. We can make ourselves a little shelter for the night. I'm glad that I'm in this biome because the cactus are here, but it's also going to be hot. So that's a thing. And at night, don't be afraid, if you're in a hot area, not to light a campfire. In pitch black, just be in your crafting inventory. You'll be able to see that. You'll be able to hear any zombies coming. No reason to make a fire if you don't have any food to cook. If you need to make a fire, like I would need to make a fire so you guys can see, it's going to actually overheat you being in a really small little hut while you're doing that. So just be mindful that you can turn it on and off, but you'll see it'll start heating you up. It'll say you'll feel warm by the fire, but actually it's actually overheating you and it'll drain your hydration faster. Okay, so that's one thing to keep in mind. All right, let's get another one of these. Where are we at on our stuff? Yeah, see, we need a lot more stone. I'd love to make 100 arrows, but making 100 arrows will take up 100 stone. And then I want to make stone. I don't want to be rocking a number 8 stone pick on day 2. I want to be able to get through this stuff quicker. The higher the rank of your tool, the faster it'll break through this. You can see how long it's taken to knock out 500. And now you can look in the bottom left. You see my stamina is down at 0. That's okay for right now. But when you're around the zombies, you got to be real mindful of your stamina. If you're collecting stuff and a zombie comes up, you're not, like, there's a zombie right there. You're not going to be able to run away from him. So my suggestion is don't let your stamina go down to 0. You know, try maybe 20, maybe 22 is your marker for not letting your stamina go down anymore. That'll give you enough to just get away a little bit. All right, that's a fair amount there. Let's take this tree down. We're at 1532. All right, so at 2200 is when the zombies go feral and start running. All right, and you won't be able to outrun them. Okay, you need to have the right weapons to kill them, and you just don't have them yet. So the only thing to do is to build yourself a little place and hide. Hide from those stinking zombies, man. We can take a quick look at our map while our stamina's building back up. All right. So you can see there's the water. See, here's the water. You see this path? Anytime you see paths, one way should lead you to a road. The other way should lead you to something. It may be a house. It may be a little pool of water. It could be a garage, a shed. It could be nothing. But if you find a path, and you're having a hard time finding a road, just take that path one way or the other. You have a 50-50 chance of actually finding a road. All right? All right, so it's starting to get kind of late. What I wouldn't mind doing is getting up here. Higher elevations also will yield you cooler weather. All right? This looks like a good area to build. It's flat-ish. I'll be able to kind of see what's going on here. All right, let's build. I didn't want to do that. 2, 3. All right, we're not going to build any more that way. See how it's taking extras because of the land and where it goes in? You want to be mindful of that and be careful, because you want to be surrounded. You don't want any way for these zombies to get in on you. Now, if you don't have enough, just make some more. You want this decent size, but not too big. I mean, there's no reason to waste all your resources right now. I will block myself in at night, but for right now, I'm going to do this. All right. Now, building and then upgrading these helps. It helps your experience. So this is good. You're not wasting resources here. You're protecting yourself, and also you're going to be increasing your ability to make better, to make faster structures, things like that. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, let's do about that much. You always need these, so you're never going to make too many of these things. You always need these guys here. All right. So as they're crafting up, we'll try and finish this. Go over to our pick or our stone axe, and let's upgrade this stuff. We'll upgrade it 1 level for now. I don't need to waste going to 2 levels, because we're just going to get out of here and leave this joint. Now, what you can do, your next mission is to make a bedroll. Now, you can put a bedroll down here if you want. You're going to respawn right here. But honestly, I don't really have anything of value. And, you know, if I die, you die. It's not the end of the world to put it down, because the next place you go, you can just put down another one, and it will overwrite this one. So that's up to you. If you plan on staying, maybe you found a good area, maybe you found a house, then get that bedroll down as quick as you can. If you're doing what I'm doing, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, the bedroll isn't as important as ranking up your tools. We're building ourselves a nice little secure hiding place. And it's going to be dark. It's going to be dark, so don't be scared. You can put down a campfire if you need a little bit of light, but the campfire tends to draw zombies to you a little bit. You'll be lit up. They'll know you're there, even though you're crouched down and hiding. So that's some of that stuff's up to you. Might as well pick that up. So these you can pick up if you place them in the wrong spot before you upgrade them. Go ahead and just upgrade that one. All right, so that's not a bad little thing. So let's look and see where we're at. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay for the first night. Let's see. We've got 142. We get a little bit more stone. A little bit more stone. 1 shot. He just got 1 shot, man. All right, let's get some more of this. Get a little bit more stone. I recommend don't push it. Don't push it close to 22. Get yourself set up. Get ready to hide for the night. Save your water. Save your yucca. Save all that. Try not to eat the chili. I think the chili might give you the runs, and it may dehydrate you a little bit. Even though they give you chili to eat, yeah, eat the yucca if you got it, or eat sham or something else. Don't eat the chili. I haven't eaten the chili in a long time myself, so it's like, I love chili, but not in the game. So this video is going to be basically your day 1 stuff. So I hope that so far I've been able to kind of give you guys a little bit of insight into ways to survive. The most important part is still coming. Ouch. So I just got hurt walking over a cactus right there. So you want to avoid the cactus. Avoid the cactus at all costs. We're going to get a little bit more wood. See a zombie right over there, just off to the right of the screen. You don't really want to draw attention to yourself doing this. You can see I've been able to avoid the zombies. Looks like they know I'm here. They can probably hear me. If you crouch down, I don't know what version they built the console on, okay? But in the regular game on PC, as far as version 14, if you crouch down and you hammer, you're less likely to attract zombies with the sound that you're making. Not only are you sneaking, but it's kind of like you're sneaking hitting, if that makes any sense. It's quieter. Now, as you hit this stuff, you're actually increasing your athletics skill. If you just punch. Punching takes... it seems like it might take a little bit more energy from you. Alright, so we're at 1843. Let's go ahead and get to our place. I want to show you guys what we want to do for the night. Then we can wrap up day one. Wrap it up for you. Show you what I'm going to do. Alright, first things first, let's get inside here. And let's close this off. Okay. And then we need to get our last stone axe out. We're going to upgrade these bad boys. Basically locking ourselves in here. That's what we're doing right now. Now, if you need to get out for some reason, you're scared, you got to run, just place one of these down, right? Place it down. You have a place to jump on. You can jump up and over, and you're gone. All right. Now, the other thing is, if you want a roof, I don't think that you need to... reinforce the roof necessarily, but if you want a roof, just do it like this. All right. Try and save a little bit of your wood blocks or your wood frames. All right. Like this, and then you can close yourself in. These things are basically solid. It's not like they can see through them, all right, just because you haven't reinforced them. All right, so now crouch down, pick that up. Now we're good to go. We're good to hang out. What you want to do is you want to listen if you hear any zombies outside, okay? That's going to be one of the main things. Now we need to evaluate our inventory. I don't know why it's not letting me. There we go. All right, so we have 231 plant fibers. We have 192 stone. All right. And we have 825 wood. These are our main things that we're looking at right now. Now, the other thing is you can scrap some stuff. We got some arrows here. What I'm doing is, because I'm going to be making a lot of stuff, I organized my inventory a little bit. All right. Just move this stuff around. Now, we only got 25 feathers. So I didn't do a good job of collecting feathers. But the one good thing that is it'll limit us how many arrows we're going to make, so we won't lose out on all our other stuff. Like if I had 100 feathers, I may make 100 arrows and then be out of inventory for everything else. So first things first, make a good amount of arrows. All right, you're going to want to make a good amount of arrows. 50, 75, 100. And then after you finish doing that, you can make yourself one more bow. And then with the remainder of your stuff, just make a bunch of stone axes. And what you're going to see is they're going to be like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They're going to be ranking up as I make these. And by the end of exhausting all of my inventory, I will have a fairly decent stone axe, a fairly decent bow, and a good amount of arrows for day 2. All right? So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to go into here. Let's see how many it wants to let me make. It'll let me make 83 of them. All right? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make 83 of these bad boys. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to either dump them on the ground, just dump them on the ground, because your inventory space is going to fill. You see what I'm saying? It's going 13, 15, 17. As I'm making these are getting better and better and better, right? So you can just sit here. You got all night to do this. This is what you want to do at night. Just hit this and drop it, right? Hit this and drop it, right? We're just going to keep dropping these things. We don't care about them. We're not making these to keep them. We're making these to... There we go. We have 5 skill points to spend. We're just gonna keep doing this all night long, or until all of our inventory's exhausted, okay? So you can see what I'm doing here. This is what you do all night long, first night. Next video will be the morning of day 2. I'll show you what this got us here. We'll probably have to collect... no, actually, I might be able to make a bow. I'll wait to make the bow for the second episode. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. This is, again, 7 Days to Die on PlayStation 4, your survival guide.